background image. Here we have a test container. This is a div element. For this div element, we have defined some CSS properties and values with 250 pixel height, 250 pixel background image. Is this image? We used a URL to get the image. So this is how the image looks like, and this is how it looks like here. So you do not see this photo or this picture, you don't see the image, but you see just a small part of this image because it is a very high resolution image. The dimension of the image is way higher than the div. So div has 250 pixel and this has 1500. So that is the reason that you do not see the full image and you see just a small part of it. We can solve this by defining some other properties and values about background image, and here they are. When you type background, you see all the options. You have background position, you have background repeat, background size, background clip, and then background position X, background attachment, background origin, background position Y, background blend mode, and etc. Let us test them one by one. So background position, we want it to be center. You can also use the CSS mathematic function to calculate the position, but here you also have center. We use the center. Now you see only the center of the image. This is the image. Now we used the position to be center, so we see only a small part of the center. And then you have something interesting, background size. You can use contain. Let us see. Now you see that we see the full image here and also some part of it. So it rendered 3 times, but only we see the centered one because we choose the position to be center. Contain, and then you have background repeat. For this you have also repeat X, repeat Y, round, space, and we choose no repeat to only see it once. Now you see here the full image as the background of this div element. I created about background many other videos, and I forgot to connect the microphone. They were all without sound. So if you wonder how this stuff came here immediately after this, that's the reason. So I made many videos without sound, but I'm going to explain this again with words. About the background, you have also background position top, bottom, left, right, not only position center. So let us try to give this position top. Now the position center is looking like this. If we give this class to our element, it will change the position from center to top. If we remove the no repeat, we see that the first one is on top. Let us give this container also background color. Background color, let's say var primary. Now you see we selected here the position top, so now this is on the top. If we disable this, we see that this is now in the center. That is about the positioning. You have also bottom, left, right, and then you have the sizing. You have contain and cover. We saw that. You have repeat, the background repeat, no repeat, repeat only along the x-axis, only along the y-axis. And then you have background origin, you have content box, padding box, and border box. Let's see if we change this from the default to background origin content. Remove that, give it to background content origin. Border 5 pixel solid red, and also padding 15 pixels, so that we see the effect of that. If we set the background origin to content box, it takes only the content. We have also padding, it also includes the padding, and background origin padding box is the default value for the background origin. If we change this to border, if you set it to border, it also includes the border. And then the same value you have for the background clip. You have content box, you have padding box, you have border box. Let us try it. So change in the origin to clip. Now it is background clip border. You see that it also takes the border. Change it to content. Now the background takes only the content of the element, so the padding and the border are not included. And then you have padding. Now you see that the background also takes the padding of the element. For the background image, there are also two other interesting things. The first one is linear gradient, that you combine different colors and set it as the background of your element. And the other one is radial gradient. Let us try them out. Here's radial gradient. So this one takes this is like kind of function, so it takes the shape and also size at some position, and then many colors. So color 1, color 2, and so on. So this is the syntax for that. For the shape, you have ellipse, and that is the default value, ellipse. And you also have circle, and that's not the original one. So let us these options are not mandatory. You can also give only the colors without specifying the shape or the size. For the size, you have also a lot of options, like you have farthest corner, you have farthest side, you have closest side, you have closest corner. Let us try them out. So the shape we do not specify, and it will take by default ellipse, and we only take give a value for the size, and we say for this corner at, this is mandatory. Then you give some percentage, like 40%, and then here you specify some colors, like you say blue, red, gold. So I think I made a mistake here. For this corner. Let us see how it looks like. Now it looks like this. Let us change some values directly here. Instead of 40%, let's say 60%. The farthest corner. Let us change it to farthest side. It looks now like this. And then let us change it to closest side, and then closest corner. We want the blue to take 60% of the space. Now you see the blue is more. So you can play with this. You can give as many colors you want. And the other one is linear gradient. Linear gradient takes the direction, and then you have color 1, color 2, color 3, and so on. For the direction, you have again many options. You can specify the direction using directly angle, or you can use English words like to right, and then give here some values: red, gold, green, blue. And again, you can also specify here the amount of space that each color has to take. For example, 40% red, now 40% red, and then the rest of the color. And then you can set it to left. You see now that the order of color changed from right to left. You can specify bottom left, bottom right, and then you can say, for example, top right. You can specify the all the directions like this, or you can give it like an angle, 179 degree, and this. You can, for example, you say 60% gold, then change this to like only 79 degree, and you can play with this. By using linear gradient or radial gradient, you can create a very cool background combining different colors with different directions and different shapes to create very interesting user interface. There is also something interesting about background, and that is backdrop filter. I added here a child element with this class test child, and that text has to appear at the center. Added also this class and some style margin auto. What does margin auto do? It makes the element to appear at the center of another element. And then I give here margin top 15 pixel, and then instead of giving height or height, I give here padding top and bottom 25 pixel, right and left 0. So when you give padding like this, here you can give 4 values for top, right, bottom, left. So that is the syntax: top, right, bottom, left. And also you have a shorthand for only top and bottom, right and left, like here, or you can specify each side like this. So here is something that is interesting. I'm happy that it happened. So we gave the child element margin top 15 pixel. When I increase this, I see that not only the child element, that is this one, but also it is parent, so this whole element moves down or gets merged at top. When I increase, they all goes down. Why is that? That is because we did not give here about the overflow. We specified here the width and height, but it is open for the overflow. If you add new stuff to this, it will overwrite this height. So we say overflow hidden, and then you see the effect of this merge top. Now only the child gets merge top. Let us change the background color of this so that you see what is going on. So now this is with overflow. We see the merge top 15 pixel only on the child, and without overflow we see that the whole container gets merge top, and the child is close to the edge of its parent, which is not the point of merge top. Let's give it merge top 25, and we give a transparent, almost transparent background color. It is test the backdrop filter. Backdrop filter, here you can give a lot of other values. You have many options for backdrop filter, and one of them is blur. This is interesting. We say blur 5 pixel, and it gives it a very nice blur for any text, so it makes the user interface look pretty. Changing the value of the blur to more blur or less blur, and then you can play with the color to change the transparency of the background like this. As you see, you should look here. I play with the color picker on the browser with the zero transparent or full transparent. You see the backdrop filter like that. If you increase the value for the blur, it gets like more blur or darker and darker. You have also filter, only the filter itself. So filter is something very strong. You can pass here all the values for colors and manipulate the color of any image. You can change, for example, instead of using, sometimes it is very difficult to edit the color of an image by using any image editor tool. But with filter, you can manipulate the color of the image very easily, and it works perfect.